hope I'm live. I'm trying to get there. There we are. Hello, everyone. I hope I'm live. All right. How you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. I had a little bit of a uh, uh, technical difficulty for a second there, but no big deal. We're going to work it out here. We got people out here on a wet track. Welcome to the Brazilian GP today. Glad to have you here. I'm Smack Attack Mac on the official ERL channel. We are set up on a tight, twisty, technical track that is covered in rain. I wonder how long we're going to have that going on today. Should be a good one for us, folks. Going to be a lot of fun. A couple guys out here on their outlap. Brazilian GP, interesting track, interesting layout, counterclockwise, which is completely different than most of the other tracks. Should be fun, should be interesting. The weather's going to make it challenging today. I know these guys are probably a little pressed about that, but they'll be hanging on the best they can, doing the best they can, and making it work. We're watching Worthy get his first lap out here, first hot lap. Hopefully he actually gets one, setting purple times in the first. But first person around will set purple times, of course, because nobody else has done it yet. Anyway, getting there, pushing 7th gear down that straight there, 175 mile an hour. Pretty fast. Getting it done in that Haas car. You got guys coming around, a couple guys on a hot lap now, more than one on a hot lap now, so... Oh, here's some skidding behind him a little bit there, but hopefully he's alright. We're going to watch Worthy finish this lap since he's the first out here. He gets the privilege of being the first one watched today. No need to miss his first lap out. Hopefully it counts and it's not a pointless lap where he picked up a penalty somewhere and it doesn't even count for him. But it's the Autodrome? Yeah, it's the Autodrome. Okay. He comes up to the line, folks. How's he going to get here? Is it going to count for him? Is it going to be good? 118.7 for him off the bat. The other Haas gets a 118.4. Z-Mun a little bit better. Oh, boy. Pyres with a 118.0 across the line. Portis with a 121.2. Who we got coming up to the line? We got Josco zoom up to the line right here. What's he going to get? 115, 116, 117. Boom, 117.7 for him. Coming across the line right there, moving it. Who do we got in the kick sauber back here? Ben Worthy in the kick sauber. We got a full grid today, folks. 16 drivers. 118 for Ben Worthy. And that's Airman behind him right there. 118.5. Not bad for Airman either. These wet conditions are definitely making it difficult for people to get around the track today. Strikey with a 117.1. That Red Bull car just moving, always. Oh, off track a little bit there. That wet got him. Who do we got coming to the line right here? Looks like Wise Wizard and the Alpine coming across the line with a 119. Didn't count for him, though. Caution in Sector 2. Got the Haas cars coming back to the line here. 118.1 for him. The other Haas, Z-Mun, goes up to a 118.022. We got Josco coming to line here, I believe. That's what that was. Oh, Ports, excuse me, with a 116.8. Doing great for qualifying so far. Vigo came across the line. Nope. The 118.0 there, but... Who we got coming up here? We got BNS Gang coming to the line now. How's he going to do in this? 116.7 for him. And right behind him was Josco or Ports. It was Josco right behind him with his 117.7. 1 second off BNS. Not bad, not bad. Who we got? We got Vigo coming to the line here. Moving quick. 114, 15, 16. Boom. 16.7. Vigo moves up into second place in qualifying. Oh, we got an issue with a McLaren right here on pit road. No big deal. A couple cars on pit road here. Trying to get to him. There he is. Boom. Wise Wizard, 118.3. Gets himself a time. Good job. 2 Haas cars coming to the line. We got Ports once again coming to the line. How's Ports going to do here? Z-Mun moved up a little bit. He's in the pits. What we got here? We got Lord Vader coming to the line. Is he going to get himself a time here? 1:18.0 for Lord Vader. See it finished on an outlap, Joseph. It's on his outlap. And Gendre de la... I can't... Chacrot. Help me. I'm an American, not a Frenchman. I will call him Jean. That's good enough, right? Hope so. We got that Kick Sauber going in the pits there. But right behind him, it looks like we got Airman coming across the line with a 1:18.4. Couple cars diving in the pits here. Back out here to Vigo. What's Vigo going to do here? Is he going to dive in the pits? Caution in Sector 1. Caution in Sector 2. Vigo across the line with a 1:25.6. He's probably going to come into pit here in a second. We got Wise Wizard coming to the line. Seems to be cruising a bit, not pushing it too hard. 1:19.9. See you at finish will be the next across, I believe. Indeed. Z-Mun with a 1:16.6. Good job, Z-Mun. In that Haas car. What a lap. What's CU going to get coming up to the line here? Looking pretty all right. I'm going to say a 1:18 for him probably. 1:18.4. Got a time on the board though. Joseph, what's he going to get here? What about Jean? 15-16, 1:16.7 from Jean. Wow, what a race. What a drive from him. Hopefully he can make that race pace stick. So far, the race for qualifying has been fun to watch, guys. I can't wait for the real race. The rain is seeming to die off a little bit. It's not pouring as much as it was in the first bit there. So we got 9 minutes left to qualifying, folks, and already the battle's heating up. The rain's dying off some. They're getting faster lap times out of these tires after a few laps in them. It's working out for them right now, folks. Who we got? We got Jeremy Saff. Come up to the line here on an out lap. Boom, he's on a real lap now. It's hard to follow everybody, guys, and find them. Caution in Sector 2 down here. Looking like a Williams car messed up a little bit. The BNS gang had a little bit of an issue. Across the line was See You at the finish. Not setting a good time. Just cruising it seems, but he's getting it in. Getting some laps, feeling it out. Airman with a 1:16.7 so far. Doing great. Looks like he's going in the pits to get himself some fresh tires and some fuel. Man, I'd like to find the car I'm looking for, but he's all the way down the list. Joseph, the 1:18.1, gets himself a lap in finally. Good job. Passing up See You at finish a little bit there. BNS has an outlap of 1:16.7. It's pretty good for an outlap. We'll see what he gets on the rest of it, though. We'll watch him on this whole bit. We got Wise Wizard coming to the line with a 1:19.8. Not so great for him. We got a Haas and a McLaren in the pits there. We got Pyres in the pits here. And that looks like an Aston about to cross the line. It was. Can I find it? There it is. Ports with a 1:15.6. Good job. Really wish I would have got there in time. Good job, Ports. 1:15.6. Good moves. We got See You at finish going in the pits here. Jean coming to the line. He's at 1:15.16, 17, a little slow, 1:18.3. Not what he was looking for sure. We're on Joseph real quick, guys. Let's see how he's going to do at a 1:12. He's going to come across the line with a 1:18, I think. Oh, 117.8 made me eat those words. Good job, Joseph. We got BNS coming to the line. He's at 113 right now. Is he going to get a 16 out of it? 116.5. What a lap from BNS. Hopefully he can pick up a whole nother second because he's got 3 in front of him that are moving right now. We got Ports out here. Caution in Sector 2. How's he going to do? Just cruising it. Going in the pits right there. Be Lord Vader going in. We got a McLaren coming around. I believe that's Jean he's going to go into, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, he's going in the pits there. Oh, I was wrong. Look at me. Can't call a thing right. What do we got? We got BNS coming around here. Jean de la Croche with the fastest lap. I can't say his last name. Someone help me. Gendré. We got BNS gang coming to the line right now. Hoping for a better lap. Not going to get it. Going to go in the pits instead and get himself some fresh tires and some other stuff. We got a Haas moving up the track right here. Z-Mun on his out lap. Caution in Sector 3. That'd have been that car he passed there a second ago. Woo! Woo! Little wiggle from Vigo. Well, that'll get your blood pumping a little bit. Wake you up. Better than a cup of coffee in the morning. Ports coming to the line. 115.3 for Ports. Taking that first place pole position. Doing a great job. Heck yeah, Ports. Good run there. What do we got? So I've got Strikey coming to the line. How's he going to do? What's he going to lay down here? 117.1 on his out lap. Can he get a good lap? Ben Worthy on an out lap as well. Looks like we got Ports cruising it here. With Vigo running right behind. Smack, 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 attack. Thank you, Ezreal. How you doing? Good to see you. Right here. Riding along. Is it Z-Mun coming up? Z-Mun's coming up to the line to get himself a lap in. Psych, going in the pits. Scratch that. What's Ports going to do? I think Ports, I can't tell. Ports got caution in Sector 2 and 3. He's going to walk it on in the pits there. We got Vigo cruising, coming in the pits as well. 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to qualifying, folks. 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to qualifying. It's like Strikey cruising a bit, trying to get them tires to chill out. The rain seems to have completely died off now, which that's going to change tire conditions, and everything's going to switch around. We're going to see what they're going to do here and see what kind of lap times they get now. Ben Worthy coming to the line with a 116.0 for Ben Worthy, moving himself into 4th place. What a job from him. We got Airman on an out lap right now. Looks like Ben Worthy is the only one on a lap. Everybody else is getting tires and fuel and who knows what else. Airman busting a lap out, losing a little bit sideways into turn 1. Ooh, trying to hang on. I think he's still got on the... I'm not sure exactly what he's got on tire-wise. Looks like softs, but... Tracks definitely seem to have dried out. Can he hang on to it, though? I know this track a little bit from Gran Turismo, so... I know it's quite challenging and definitely can be a pain. And gets around these hairpins here. We're just sticking with him for just a second. And see how good he gets across the line. It is the airstrike tier. This is airmen, so that tells you something. Uh-oh. Looks like he's slowing down pretty good here. Caution in sector 2. Looks like he may not be doing a lap after all. Sadly. I was hoping to ride on board with Airman for a second and watch him get a lap, but it looks like he's going to take it a little slow. And I think that's see you at finish behind him cruising as well, so I'm not sure what all is going on with all this, but warming the tires up maybe? I'm not sure. This is that stuff in F1 I'm not sure about. Josco coming to the line. On a real lap now for Josco, so. Looks like Airman's just hanging out. How's Josco going to do? We're right along with him for a second. Currently sitting 8th. Halfway up the grid, doing pretty good. I know he probably feels like he could do a little bit better. Not seeing too much movement in the leaderboard right now. Caution in sector 2. That's not going to help Josco here coming up. Hopefully that clears out. Hopefully see you at finish goes on. Steps on the throttle here and just pushes it out. Good run, CU. Josco, what you gonna get here? Coming to the line. 1:14.6 for Josco. What a lap. Now, all these guys are gonna get faster laps. These track conditions have changed the way it's all gonna work. So here we go. We're about to see some switch ups in the standings. Things have changed. We have no time remaining. Everybody gets 1 lap left, 2 minutes left on their lap. If they don't get across the line in that time, it doesn't matter. Looks like this will be John's last lap. Boom, 1:11 for John. Who we got coming up here to the line? Looks like that was Joseph and some Haas cars. Z-Mun takes it with a 1:11.6. How's Worthy going to do? 1:13.3 for Worthy. Lord Vader coming to the line here. Boom. 1:11.2. I'm missing him. What do we got here? Jeremy Saff coming to the line. 1:10.5 for Jeremy Saff. I told you that thing would change up there. Boom. 1:10.0 for Vigo. Boom. 1:10.0 for BNS Gang. Oh, 1:09.9 for Josco. I told you it was going to heat up this last bit here. What do we got here? Oh, couldn't even see it. So we're going to see here, folks, in just a second. Strikey with a 4th place. Man, did not go past it. What a qualifier. That rain petered off, and everybody got to, finally get some good laps on some good tires there on the softs. It seems worked out in the end for them. So great job, everybody. Good qualifier. Definitely mix it up there in the end of it. Cool strategy. I can't wait for the race and have 16 people. Let's all hope for a clean race. It's going to be a tight race. This track's small. This track's technical. How many safety cars have we predicted today? Let's hope none. Let's see what Google thinks. What does Google think? I don't know. All right, everybody, about to be kicking off here in just a second. Here we go. Glad to be here with y'all on a Monday. Glad to be the voice over the cars for you guys today. and every Monday. Happy to be here. Enjoying my time. Hope you'll enjoy it. Y'all like hanging out with me as we watch these machines zoom around this track and these drivers put on the show of skill as they do their best and try to win. We got guys in the pits, AI guys in the pits ready for the race to start. They seem a little bit bored. It's going to be a great race, everybody. Ready for it. Waiting for players. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Green, go. All right, everybody. We're going to see what's on tires and see who's doing what. All right, so far, we got Josco on hards, BNS Gang on mediums, Vigo on hards, Strikey on hards, Jeremy Saff on softs, Lord Vader on mediums, Steve Finish on mediums, Pyres on mediums, Ports on hards, Jean Dre on softs, Zeman on mediums, Joseph on hards, Airman on softs, Wise Wizard on hards, Worthy on mediums, and Ben Worthy on mediums. Interesting start for everybody. It looks like BNS has worked himself to first place so far. Going to give you all more on in-car action today because it seems to be way more exciting in my mind. Here's you a couple possible race strategies, barring any safety cars and any interactions between people on track, messing with those potential pit strategies. We've got 36 laps today, coming around the lap 1. BNS Gang right now doing a great job on those mediums, holding off Vigo and Strikey on their hards. Jeremy Saff hanging on just the backside of everybody with those softs. Josco making himself known as well on those softs, run down by Lord Vader on the mediums. Jean Dre, who's a new face to me, maybe has been here in the past, but I've never seen him before. Glad he could come out and join us today and race, and he's doing a good job on his debut in my world. So Z-Mun falling back a little bit off of Jean Dre, but see who finishes falling a little bit back off of Z-Mun. Battling with Ports. Ports taking the inside on him on the turn there. Making the pass stick. Pyres watching from the backside a little bit. Wise Wizard a little ways back. Airman trying to catch up to Wise Wizard here. Battling Joseph on the inside. Worthy watching, following, waiting while Ben Worthy takes the inside of Worthy. And this kick Sauber car all the way in the back. BNS Gang still leading it, holding it down, running away a little bit with a 0.8 second gap right now. But everybody seems to be having a good little gap except for Jeremy Saff and Josco, who are battling pretty good right now. Excuse me, Jeremy Saff and Strikey. Which would make sense. Jeremy Saff's on the softs, Strikey's on the hards. It would be beneficial for Jeremy Saff to get past him due to the fact those softs are going to wear much faster than those hards, and he ain't going to have his traction for as long. When you use a different compound... Oh, we got a car off immediately off the side of the track there. That's Vigo done, it looks like, everybody. Maybe not done. Vigo's still holding on. He brought himself back into it. Quite beat up. Hard accident for him. Hard off track for him. Hopefully he can get to the pits and get himself healed up and fixed up. Get that car a little bit repaired, because that was a heck of a wreck. Glad he got back on track quick enough to keep going. We're going to get back to the action up front with BNS and Strikey here. Jeremy Saff putting it on Strikey. Both the McLarens searching for a podium this race. As Jeremy goes on the inside and almost loses it. A little bit of wheel lock for him there. Giving BNS all the time in the world to run away from everybody. Doing a great job on his mediums. Excuse me. Sitting for a second with Jean. Behind him, we got a good bundle of cars. Battles are heating up everywhere, folks. Down the straight, how are they going to do? These McLarens trying to make a move on the Red Bull. Red Bull locks up those front tires. Jean's deep inside while Jeremy Saff makes the move. Strikey hangs on tight. As they go down this straight stretch here, what's going to happen? You see that DRS open up on that Red Bull car, and he makes a pass back on Jeremy Saff. No problem, but Jean does as well. Following that Red Bull close. The Red Bull car on the hards here, definitely a tire disadvantage for him. He's doing his best here to hang on, using all the grip and all the road, making his car about 8 cars wide. getting it around the track, though, right now. But BNS gang doing a great job to run away from everybody. Just killing it right now. Three seconds up on Strikey. But that tire difference does make sense. Strikey's putting a cork in a bottle right now, keeping everybody back behind him, doing a really great job of defensive drive and keeping his position and not losing it. But in that is causing Zeman, Lord Vader, and Ports to catch up to them, and we're about to have a whoa, I know y'all all saw that. We're about to have a serious battle coming in this lap here. Lap 5 is going to be hot, everybody. 5 laps into the race, folks. We are 5 laps in, and we are already seeing some crazy serious battles going on. Jean makes a pass on Strikey. That cork has been popped, at least for one car. Is Jeremy Saff going to get past and make it stick? Because he's made it past a couple times. Can't make it stick and stay past him. Strikey making that Red Bull way too fast on those hards right now. Zeman doing his best to stay with him and making that Haas car fast. Doing a good job. Lord Vader sticking right with him as well. And Ports letting him know that, hey, this Aston's not going anywhere. See you at finish, and Pyres as well catching up to the rest of the pack, making it a battle all the way to 9th place right now. From 2nd to 9th, we've got a tight little race going on. 2nd to 10th, excuse me, because Josco even getting in here. Ben Worthy holding 11th back with Ben Worthy. And Joseph back a little ways after his, I guess, little mess up here. And Vigo has caught back up to Airman and Wise Wizard after his mistake in his accident. So far, he's doing a great job. Hopefully he sticks with it and gets his race back together again. Had himself a spill here. Hopefully he can figure that out. We're going to go back up to BNS gang for a second and watch John and Strikey. Caution in Sector 1. What do we got back there? Looks like a Haas car spun or something went down there. A little bit of grass flying. Really expensive lawnmowers. More explosions. Cars are low to the ground. Z-Mun made a pass on Jeremy Saff finally. Those softs may be wearing out after 5 laps. Going into lap 6, who knows how much grip they have left. Oh, Josco made a move on Lord Vader. Catching up to his teammate in Ports. We're on board with Lord Vader right now. Lord Vader and Pyres sticking together. See you at finish is doing his best to catch up with Josco and Ports. Oh, Josco had a wiggle. How good are those hards and how long do they last? That's another question. Stick with CU for a second. Strikey getting his gap closed in on this run down here. Z-Mun doing his best to catch up in that Haas car. Making it work so far. Doing a great job. How many position changes does he have? Yeah, Z-Mun's up 5 positions from where he started, and John is up 8 positions from where he started. So doing a great job so far. Our leaders of the race have moved up far from where they started in qualifying. Mind you, that rain petering off and completely stopping definitely changed the conditions in the tire choice. Ports with a slight slide there. I know that's going to be something to think about for him. He's going to have to wonder if that's going to keep happening, how he's going to mitigate it. See you at finishes right there, back off Josco. Lord Vader falling back a little bit. Pyre's still on Lord Vader, but Vigo is catching up with a passion right now. 8 spots down from where he started. I know he's not happy about that. Had himself a mess up back there in turn 1. We got some mix-ups going on up here, though. We got Strikey taking the pull back on Jean right now. What's he gonna do? How's he gonna do it? What's he gonna do? BNS gang still running away with it as I speak. 2.6 second gap over Jean right now. Can't make it much further than that, but 2.6 is that's not a small gap. Strikey doing his best to close that gap down on Jean, though. And Z-Mun making Strikey know he's right there. Ports fell back a little bit off Z-Mun. Jeremy Saff is still right there on Ports, though. Jeremy Softs have to be getting whooped at this point. He's definitely going to be losing time into each lap after lap. As those softs get hot, they start to wear out. you're going to watch him start to have troubles into these corners where other people are going to be able to make it stick. Getting that car to stick out of the corner and using that downforce, opening up that DRS and making the pass is exactly what you're going to have to do. Josco moves it around him and takes it, no problem. And so does See You at Finish into turn 1. Can he get it? Can he get the brakes on? He gets the brakes on. He keeps the car. He makes it work. Jeremy did not make it easy for him, but he makes it work. See You at Finish with the squeeze by. Opening that DRS and running away just a little bit. Pyres fell back some, but hopefully he can catch back up here. Vigo's doing all he can to catch back up, moved himself back up to 10th. Worthy right there on Vigo. And Wise Wizard right there on Worthy. So we got a good battle all the way across the field here, folks. We're on lap 9 of 36. Sure is going to be a hot one today. We're down here in Brazil at Sao Paolo. Jean getting caught by Strikey right now. We're going to do a little switch again, everybody. Go back to the tires and look at the tires, what they got going on here. BNS 8 laps on those mediums, making it work. But Jean is on 8 laps on those softs. How are they going to hang on here? And Strikey's got 68% battery. DRS is open for him. He is engaged. DRS, he is making the move on Jean. No problem. That Red Bull moves back into second place. Z-Munz fell back just a smidge, but he's catching right up. No problem in here to turn 1. Look at Ports go. Port's hoping for something. Engaging a little bit of that ERS, down to 59% now. And Joss goes down at 11, so he's got to build back up before he can get himself a good run. But he's got a good little distance, good little gap on See You at Finish. Man, I got gibberish mouth today, I tell you what. Jeremy Saff fell back a little ways from where he was, but those softs are getting worn. Just like his teammate, John. Those softs are not going to be so good off the start, but hey, if you got to use them, I guess maybe getting them out the way is a good plan. BNS gang making it work. That's been worthy. Has gone into the pits, it looks like. And he is right there. Ghosted. 1 lap down on BNS gang. I'm not used to the ghosting. That's something new for me. In the Gran Turismo world, we don't do that. You got to fight with it. If you're racing, you're racing. Hey, it is what it is, though. These cars are nuts. Strikey 2.4 back on BNS. You know, that ghost car may be messing with BNS just a little bit. But Ben Worthy knows if he can stay ahead, it may be helpful and beneficial to him. Keep his lap, not go the whole lap down. But at the same time, what's the leader going to do here? Can he get past this invisible car? Right now, he's 2.9 up on Strikey, so he is still getting away. Mind you, Ben Worthy is on some brand new mediums, so his grip should be pretty good. Strikey slightly getting caught by Z-Munz right now. I'll give you all a little bit of an outside view for a minute. Been giving you a lot of inside car views. Seems to be a little bit more entertaining, I think, for me at least. A little more sound to it. Come up lap 12. Excuse me, finishing lap 12, going to lap 13. Locking him up into turn 1, Jeremy Saff. We'll See You at Finish right in front of him. He's going to make the pass soon, I think, maybe, unless See You can really hang on to it. Make something work. Jeremy on those softs, how much longer do they have? Right now being run down by Pyres as well. Knowing you're on different tires than everybody's got to be a whole different kind of mind game. Vigo doing a good job after his accident, back up to 10th place. Z-Munz thinking about making a move on Strikey, but just can't get there. Josco in the picture as well now, with right behind Jean. And BNS gang is up 3.7 on Strikey, so BNS is so far flowing away, doing what he's supposed to. DRS is enabled. We watch those wings open up on those cars, zoom down the track. That Red Bull did not open his up. He's hanging on to it for just a minute more. Strikey's doing a good job holding on to second right now. Using those hards to the best of their ability, that's for sure. What do we got going on from Jean-Dre? What can he make happen? Or is he going to let the chaos unfold in front of him and capitalize upon chaos? We will see here in just a moment. Josco right there with him as well. Lined up, single file. Quack, quack, quack. Ducks in a row. Look at them go. Who's going to make a move? Who can make a move? What are they going to do here? Make the pass down this big stretch. If he's going to make one, he's got to make it here. DRS is enabled. ERS is enabled. Moving around, moving around. Everybody's steady, everybody's steady. Woo-wee! Simon's right on the backside of Strikey. We're not watching anything else right now, folks. Sorry about it. Looks like Jeremy Saft's in the pits. BNS with a 4.5 second gap right now. Z-Mun did make the pass on Strikey. Sorry for missing that, everybody. That's my bad. Jean hoping he can make the pass too. Woo! Sideways from Strikey. But he hung on to it. Didn't lose it all the way. I know he's got to be a little bit nervous now. Got to stop locking those tires up so much. Josco doing his best to catch up here. Putting it on him with those hards. Jean on those softs still doing his best. Hasn't really lost too much time. Hasn't really slid too awful much since them things getting that worn. But opening DRS right now. We watched that Red Bull car open it in front of us. As he makes a move back on that Haas car. Is he going to catch it down the straight here? Going into turn one. No, he just lets it happen. Almost halfway through the race, folks. A little bit short of halfway through the race. So far, BNS Gang has led every lap and is running away with it. But things can change as we get through to the end, and he changes those tires. Who knows what he's putting on for the end of the race? Josco with a 3-second time penalty. First person I've seen other than Joseph. Indeed. Ben Worthy's made 2 stops so far. Airman's made 1. Dots has made 1. Jeremy Savage made 1. When's the rest of everybody going to make those stops? Whoa, a little bit of wiggle again from Strikey. A little bit sketchy out of that corner there. He's getting on that throttle pretty early. And as I said, Jean-Dre goes in the pits, everybody. Jean-Dre goes in the pits to get off those softs. How far is he going to fall back? We will watch as he goes in. Looks like Pyres moved back too. So Pyres went in the pits as well. Jean-Dre is out of the pits already with his tires. Getting out, back on track again. How soon is everybody going to start going in to get them new tires is the big question. Woo, Z-Mum with a little bit of slide. BNS Gang with a 5.2 second lead right now. Is that long enough to go in the pits and come back out and still stay in first? That's a big question. Unsure about it. He's going to keep pushing for a little bit more, though. Z-Mun's doing the same, it seems. Z-Mun's not going in anytime soon on those mediums. Strikey doing his best to stick behind Z-Mun. Catching up. No problem running down this straightaway. He engaged that DRS no problem in that ERS as well. Oh, here he goes. Making the move on the inside. He's going to make the move. He's making it work. Seeing Zeman in the mirror. Zeman is behind. Strikey makes the move. Josco watching from a little ways back. Port's watching as well. Vigo has made his way up to 6th place. From wrecking and making his way back up to 6th place. Doing a great job running his own race. Just doing lap after lap like a madman. Wise Wizard back there in 7th. Worthy back here in 8th. Jean-Dre back in 9th after his pit stop and coming back out on the fresh tires. Jeremy Saff in 3rd after coming out on his in 10th after coming out on his new hards. Pyres in 11th on his new hards. CU with some brand new hards. Lord Vader with some brand new hards. Airman with 6 lap hards. Lord Vader's been in there 8 laps. Maybe not brand new. Joseph with 16 lap hards right now. He'll be coming in pretty soon, it seems. We're going to see what BNS does here pretty soon. Still running behind that last place ghost car, but he seems to be making it work for him right now. Doing a good job running away from everybody. 6 seconds on Strikey, who is taking himself back to 2nd place again. And it looks like Worthy has either spun or pit. He spun and fell back a good ways off of Strikey. Josco has moved his way into 3rd place and is not far from Strikey, so missed Worthy's little mistake there. Sorry about that. Worthy on those 17 lap mediums. Got to be getting tired. Got to be getting hard to control. BNS gang probably with the same difficulty right now, but he seems to be doing a good job in mitigating it. As I say that, he goes into pits. What is BNS going to put on? Is BNS gang going to go hards? Is BNS gang going to go softs? What's he going to do? As Strikey goes around and takes 1st place for the first position change, first lead change of the whole entire race. Strikey goes into 1st, Josco goes into 2nd, Port's into 3rd, Vigo into 4th. BNS is still cruising through pit lane and is coming back out now on some brand new hards. So BNS went hards. Coming out in 5th place. Worthy right there coming around. How's it going to be a race out the pits? BNS gets it no problem, it seems. Worthy catching up a little bit, but I think BNS is going to run away once again on those hards. He's going to catch back up to the leaders. He's only 7 seconds back off of Vigo. And if you remember Vigo, he had himself his incident early on in the race. And these guys have made these hards last 18 laps. How long are they going to keep going? How long can you go on them? This is a big question. Right now, BNS not losing any time to Jean behind him. Jean on the mediums, BNS on the hards. If BNS does what he's supposed to and knows how to drive on those hards, he'll be able to get it going for a long time now. They got 19 laps on the hards, the other guys. He's got less than 19 to go. 16 laps to go in this race, everybody. 16 laps to go in this race. What are these leaders going to do? Are they going to pit soon? That's a big question. Josco running Strikey down. Vigo just a bit back off of Josco, but has moved his way back into 3rd place. Vigo with a heck of a drive so far. BNS gang knows that if he wants to catch him, he needs to close that gap a little bit, and as they go in the pits, he'll take his 1st place back. Port's right there behind Vigo. Probably a little bit upset he lost his position in 3rd, but if he fights for it, he'll get it back. Strikey goes in the pits. Josco goes around one more time. Vigo goes around one more time. Ports goes around one more time. BNS gang coming up to the pit line. No need for him to pit, so he's going to zoom right on by. He already done it. Passes up Strikey, no problem. How's that going to end up for Strikey in the end is what we definitely need to watch. Because Strikey was Vigo's biggest competition there for a while. Didn't even see the tire change. Strikey's going to come out in 8th place. It's in 9th place, it seems. Strikey's got some work to do to put in before he gets back up to the front, so hopefully he can do that and get himself back in podium contention here in a minute. BNS gang getting it around the corner. Doing all he can to catch up to these guys in front who have not pit yet. 20 laps on these hards for the guys up front. And if you look closely, BNS gang has lost a bit of time to Jean-Dre from behind him. Jean-Dre's 1.7 now back on BNS. That's all. So the battles are heating up. The race is getting hot as we get into the second half of the race. Looks like Josco's finally in. Vigo's still running it. BNS back up into third place. Like I said, you're going to watch out for BNS. His pit stop time was great, and he had such a gap on everybody. He's definitely going to make his way back up there. No problem. BNS 3 laps down on the hards. Doing a great job so far. Jean barely catching at this point. Joseph got a 3-second time penalty again. Rough stuff today. Ports is trying so hard to catch Vigo right now. Working on it. Doing what he can to get him. Hopefully he'll get him here in a second. We'll see after this pit stop. We'll see how these two get mixed up after this pit stop. Where they end up falling back in the field. You know they got to be going soon. As I said, if they both go in. Look at that, folks. We got 2 cars in the pits. Woo! Back to back. That's Vigo and BNS. Vigo and Ports, I mean. As BNS goes right on by. BNS goes right on by. With John 1.4 behind. Strikey with the fastest lap at 1:09, though. Strikey is moving right now in 4th place. Behind Zeman. BNS gang running it down. Looks like he's got a lapped car in front of him right now. And Joseph. And Jean doing everything he can to catch BNS. I mean, the lines he's doing is as clean as you can get it and making it work. Ports with a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt bad. That's going to be rough stuff off the bat for him there. BNS gang still holding on to first, no problem. But John slowly but steadily chipping away at that lead, especially down these straights. Strikey moves himself into third, and Zeman falls back one. Strikey doing a great job after pitting to get himself back to third place. Josco back in 5th, getting a move done by Worthy on the inside. Didn't make it happen. Oh, closing it down on the track, guys. And that enables Jeremy Saft to make the inside move and Vigo make the inside move. Oh, my goodness gracious, with Ports on the inside too, boys. This is hot and heavy battle right here. Watch out. Woo, Worthy backed off a smidge after getting pushed off track a little bit by Josco there. That was some serious defensive driving. Vigo hoping he can make it past these other cars here. And Ports definitely about to put himself in the battle, no problem as well. Watch out. Whoa, like I said, watch out. Uh-oh. Worthy with a wiggle. Pyres are going to take the outside on him. What's he going to do? Where's it at? 3, 2, go, go, go. DRS is open. Engage it. Oh, Worthy goes in. 23 lap mediums. He is in the pits. Strikey has taken over third place from Zeman now. And Jean has passed BNS gang for our second lead change of the race. Technically third, but BNS did take it back, so I won't really count it as a change. because he has been the leader of almost every single lap in this race. But Jean, with those 9-lap-old mediums, starting to get the traction down and really put the work in to get past BNS gang. How long can he keep it? How long can he stick those mediums to the track and make them fast? Will BNS be able to keep it right on his backside? Will BNS be able to put the pressure on and make Jean sweat? There it goes right here. BNS making the move on the inside. No problem down the straightaway. Coming into turn 1. Jean slowed down, backed off BNS a bit. Strikey closing that gap down a little bit, but not a whole lot. 6 seconds back off of Jean. Vigo with a 109.2 though. Fastest lap of the session today from Vigo on those mediums. Only 0.7 back off of Z-Mun right now. So Vigo, with a wreck in the beginning of the race, has brought himself back almost to podium contention. Watch out for him coming on in the last bit of this race, this last 10 laps we got. Jeremy Saffis fell back a little bit off of him, and Pyers is right there on Jeremy Saff. See him finish a little ways back as well, and Airman in his own race. Except Lord Vader is right with Airman, so excuse me. See you at finish is the gap, and Airman and Lord Vader are battling. Worthy doing what he can to catch up to Wise Wizard and put a little bit of pressure on that Alpine. I don't know how Wise is doing, but compared to Worthy right now, Worthy's putting it down on those softs. Those brand new soft tires would definitely be an advantage for him. Ports with a 108.898. That is zooming from Ports. Ports putting down some serious lap times right now. Making Vigo a little nervous, I'm sure. But Vigo's trying his best to catch up to Z-Mun and doing it. 3.2 seconds back right now from Z-Mun. Josco made a move on Ports and took it from Ports. Josco and Ports, both the Aston Martins, battling it out back here. A little inter-team dilemma. Hopefully they work together, and maybe they'll get Vigo together. Or maybe they'll push Vigo up to Z-Mun, and it'll be a better battle up there. We got a caution in Sector 2. That's an Alpine out of the race. Or backwards in the race. That's Joseph backwards. The BNS gang takes the lead back from Jean. I didn't know how long Jean was going to be able to hold on to those mediums. Strikey doing his best. 6.2 back on Jean. Not catching up right now. Z-Mun only 0.6 back off of Strikey, but Vigo 2 seconds back off of Z-Mun. That's some insane work. Ports and Josco battling it out back here. These two Astons really would like to be up a little bit further. Whoa, sitting right. Woo, Josco with a wiggle. Gotta watch yourself, Josco. Hold on to it, buddy. It ain't worth it. Ports and Josco both with 3-second time penalties. How much is it for them, though, exactly? Let's find out. 3 seconds apiece. So right now, they will hold their positions where they're at if they can keep Pyers back that 4 seconds. But if Pyers can close that gap down at least 2 seconds, Pyers will get himself a 7th place and knock Josco into 8th. Jeremy Saff in the 3-second. Strikey's got a 10-second penalty, though. So Strikey's finish is not going to be as good as he thought it was at all. Strikey's just finishing to finish the best that he can right now. But Jean is putting the work in to catch up to BNS gang. Are those mediums going to pay off for him in the end? He's going to make a last-ditch effort in the last couple laps here. We're getting down to the last 7 laps. Making it work, folks. Here's where the practice, here's where the patience, here's where all the training pays off. What can you do in this last bit of the race? Where it counts. The stretch. The wire. It's here. We're at it, folks. BNS doing a good job making that Mercedes big, folks. Making that Mercedes real big. Holding them off, too. Look at him go. Strikey 6 seconds back off of Jean, so that's not looking good for Strikey or Zemun right now, trying to make themselves a case for second place or first. Not looking possible. BNS and Jean are definitely going to be holding it out and battling to the very end here as we come up to lap 30. Vigo doing his best, running a great race right now. Zemun has taken over the place from Strikey, so Zemun did finally make it work for himself, got himself a position. Now he's on the podium. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. That Red Bull down the straight is just too fast for that Haas car. Also, it looks like he was saving a little bit of his ERS and who knows what else. But I'll tell you what, Vigo's knocking on the door. Vigo is saying, hey, I am right here. Pick up that telephone. I'd like to make a long distance call and push myself into 4th or 3rd place, please. A podium would be nice after taking yourself out in the beginning of the race and fighting back to bring yourself all the way up here. And he's going to do it, folks. He's about to get himself a good little switcheroony. I see it coming. Here in about 2-3 turns, Vigo's going to make a move. Here it is. It may be right here. Vigo with all the ERS in the world, unleashing it. DRS is coming in just a moment. 3, 2, 1. DRS enabled. He's rocking. He's full beans, everybody. Pedal to the floor, giving it all it's got. Zemun puts the brakes on right behind him. They make it work through those little S-curves. Now Vigo is right on the backside of Strikey. Will Strikey let Vigo go by? It seems like Strikey's going to let Vigo go by. Is Strikey going to try to hold off Zemun? He is. So Strikey and Vigo back together once again. Since the beginning of the race to now, they've been apart. But once again, these Red Bulls are back together again, holding off the Haas car in the last 5 laps of the race, everybody. Ports and Josko have separated themselves just a little bit, and they have fell back off of Zemun and Strikey. Zemun doing a good job. Definitely going to have himself a 4th place. Ooh, a little bit of a dive bomb there, but he made it work. He saw himself an opportunity, and he took it. Strikey falls back 1 place as Zemun. But Vigo's still making it work. 5.4 seconds back on Jean. Can Vigo take and eliminate a 5.4 second gap with 5 laps to go? I'm not quite sure, everybody. I'm not quite sure. Yo, Steve-O! BNS gang trying to make the move one more time on Jean. They're getting down to the wire here. He had full DRS open and everything. Wise Wizard with a through. Woo! BNS with a wiggle. Jean doing all he can to stick right there on the backside of BNS gang. Watching, holding on. Oh, we got a safety car on track, guys. We have 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go, and we have a safety car, the first safety car of the race on track. You want to talk about a shake-up, a roll of the dice to end the race? This is how you get it, folks. Hopefully, the safety car goes off the track with more laps to go than there is, I hope there's more than 1 lap to go in this race, guys. I know that nobody's going to pit here. Sadly, it's not even a virtual safety car. It's a true, real safety car, everybody. That is a rough time. Jean goes in the pits. I cannot believe this. Everybody's going in, except for BNS gang. So let's see these tires, everybody. Let's see these tires right here, right now. Let's see these tires. Oh, they're throwing the softs on. Look at them all throwing that soft on. BNS, you better dive in and get some tires, buddy. You better dive in and get some tires up here, man. Oh boy, you better dive in and get them tires, buddy. You are in a world of hurt if you don't get those tires, buddy. Man, I know you rolled the dice and gambled hard, but boy, I think it may not pay off for you. I'm so sorry. They're going to catch you here, too. That safety car is not going fast enough. Oh, that's rough stuff. Oh, this may be heartbreak for BNS. What an amazing race from BNS. Regardless, let's not wish him any ill. Let's hope for him. Let's hope he makes it work. I know Ben Worthy's doing his best to get himself his lap back. And like I said, Jean's right there on the backside. Softs down the line, except for BNS gang, everybody. He's going to get 2 laps of torture, I feel like. I do pray the safety car does not go in this lap. To be honest, it would be it would not be very entertaining at all, but if the race ended on safety car, it would be a blessing for BNS, I feel like. He has fought his way to first place. He has held it down this whole race. If you want to talk about a masterclass, he's done it. But Jean has put it on in his debut, to my knowledge. It may be not his debut, but to my knowledge it is. And he has really shown up and made that McLaren fast today. That safety car is going slow around track. Is it going to go in? Cars are piling back up back here. And Ben Worthy is in the mix of it all. Let's see what happens, folks. Is it going in this lap? We're going to watch and see. Oh my goodness, everybody. So BNS gang is going to hold them up, bottle everybody up the best he can, and then he is going to rocket ship the best he can away. We are going to see either mayhem or perfection, one way or the other. It's going to be fun. We got the crowd behind him. All the cars lined up, ready to go. BNS is going to slam the brakes on one time and go. Watch. Maybe not. Maybe he just stomps it. Here he goes. What's going to happen? Is Jean going to dive bomb? Caution in Sector 3. That'd just be the start of the race there. It's all good. Oh. Strikey with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, that's rough stuff. Can BNS hold on for these 2 laps? Knowing that Jean is on the softs, knowing that he had a chance but didn't take it just due to the fact that he was in first, and if he would have pit, man, oh man, Jean's going to run. That's rough. Is Vigo going to catch him as well? Oh no, BNS. Can you hang on for 2 laps, BNS gang? I know those hards are a little bit cold too at this point. Oh boy, we got pieces of cars flying. Caution Sector 2. I knew it was going to be mayhem. We got people beating and banging back here. BNS still holding on to 3rd place. Vigo makes his way into 2nd. In the last bit of this race here. Can BNS hold on? Can BNS hold on? One more lap, everybody. One more lap. Can BNS hold on to his podium? As of right now, he's got it. Everybody behind him's got penalties. Can he hang on? All he's got to do is stay in this race, folks. All he's got to do is stay in this race. You got ports on the inside. And Vigo doing what he can to catch Jean, but it looks like Jean's going to probably win this race, everybody. Oh no, BNS fell back to 5th now. Oh, those worn hards are really hurting him, everybody. Those worn hards are not what he was wanting, I'm sure. Oh, that's heartbreak. That's so hard. That's so hard to watch. Oh, what a gamble from BNS gang. Hopefully he can do it. Hopefully he can keep Jeremy behind him for this last little bit of the track. If he can keep Jeremy behind him for this last little bit of the track, he may end up pulling off a 3rd place due to all the penalties in front of him. We'll see, everybody, but we're going to come up here to Jean. Jean's going to have it. Vigo's right behind him. We got Josco Strikey and BNS holding off Jeremy Saff in the last stretch. Caution in Sector 3. Not a problem. BNS Gang gets his third place. Rough stuff for BNS, though. Oh, man. You want to talk about leading the race the whole entire time until the last bit. That's how you do it. John with his debut victory, though. What a run from John. What a run from Vigo to take that second place after wrecking it early in the race and bringing it back. Just running a sound, solid time. Great job, everybody. Great job, John. Good job. What a race, everyone. Glad y'all enjoyed it. Glad you came out. Good job, guys. Way to go. Entertainment all the way. Great race. Great clean race. Hardly any problems throughout the whole time. First time I've seen a McLaren victory this season. Great job. What a race, everybody. What a race. That is what you get from ERL. This is Airstrike Tier F1. I will give you your final. In first place, we had Jean. In second place, we had Vigo. Third place, we had BNS Gang. Fourth place, we had Pyres. Fifth place, Worthy. Sixth place, Ports. Seventh place, Josco. Eighth place, See You at the Finish. Ninth place, Strikey. 10th place, Zeman. 11th place, Lord Vader. 12th place, Jeremy Saff. 13th place, Airman. 14th place, Wise Wizard. After that was Joseph and one other. Could not see who. Sorry about that. Great race. Glad you were here to see it. I enjoyed it. We'll catch you next Monday or the next time we're running this business over here on the official ERL page. This has been Airstrike Tier F1 on the official ERL channel. I'm Smack Attack Mac. I will see y'all again next time. Appreciate it. Peace, love, chicken grease. I'm out of here.